Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, today I will be sharing with us how to make a corset using a ready-made bra cup. Okay? So if you're interested in this tutorial, just keep on watching, okay? And don't forget to subscribe. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my pattern paper into two and it unfold. Yeah, now this is the material we'll be using, the ready-made bra cup. Now I'll be placing my tape like so to measure my shoulder, divide by 2/8. I'll mark. So I'm going to be making this tutorial as easy as possible. Even beginners will understand. This is just a beginners friendly. Now from shoulder I will get my bust and I'll mark my under bust. I'll get my waistline, then to the length of this blouse or crop top. If you want to make it a crop top, it's fine, but if you don't want to make it a crop top, you can go ahead and extend your length of the blouse any length you want. So I'm going to go ahead and rule the lines across like so. Now after ruling all the lines, I'm going to measure, go on the bust point, go up with 2 inches and mark my chest line. If you have been following me for a while, this is how I get my chest line. Then I'm going to rule my armhole line like so, then mark the horizontal line for the chest line. So now I'm going to mark our basic neckline measurement 3 by 3. This measurement is not useful, but I am just drafting all these things for us not to be confusing this drafting. So I will go down with 1 inch my shoulder slope, then divide whatever I have on the armhole area, then come in with 0.7 inches, place my French curve, my armhole curve, and curve the armhole out like so. So now guys, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to divide my nipple to nipple measurement by 2/8. So when it's divided by 2, it's going to be 4. I will mark 4 from the chest line to the bust point, down to the under bust and to the waist, then to the length of this top. My own is not a crop top. This I'm making a top of 20 inches by length. Both the sewing and everything is 20 inches. So if you want to make your own a crop top, you can go ahead and measure it out. So I'll label my bust point, under bust, waist, then this down part is the full length of the top. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark our normal dart measurement. I'll deduct ½ inch on this both side, half inch, that is making 1 inch on the waistline. Then I'm going to bring it down to the hemming part, like the full length of the blouse. I'll deduct half inch on the both side, making 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch on the waistline and 1 inch on the down part. I'll just connect it our normal dart connection. So if your crop top is stopping at the waist measurement, you can go ahead and stop there, then add your same allowance. So I will just connect it from the waist down to the hemming point, from the hemming point down to the waistline. From the waistline I will connect it straight to meet the under bust part. Now this is it. So the line I marked earlier at the nipple to nipple measurement, though I used my pencil to mark it, that is why it's not visible. So I'll I'll come back and correct the line for you to see it all clearly. Now guys, the next thing I'm going to do are this I'll be marking out um half an inch, sorry, 0.7 inches at this chest line area. You know, it depending how wide you wanted that part or the center part of that corset to be. You can go with half an inch, you can go with 1 inch, depending how wide you want that corset center to be. So I'm going to mark 0.7 on the chest line and bring it down to the bust point and connect it straight up like so. Okay, so I use 0.7 inches for that. I just want mine to be a little a bit um wide, should I call it wide, a little bit big. So instead of, because if you mark half inch, when you open it up, it's going to be giving you 1 inch. So I want mine to be more than that 1 inch. Now I'm going to place my tape like so and put down my bust measurement, divide by 4. I'll mark, I'll bring it up to the chest line, then put my 1.5 inches seam allowance. Then I am going to take down my under bust measurement, but before I do that, I'll mark my waist first. So guys, if you don't want to take your under bust measurement now, it's fine, but while shaping your dress, make sure you take your under bust measurement. It's very very compulsory for a corset blouse. So I'm going to go ahead right now and connect all the lines. So this is the lines for the normal measurements. I will rule it down. So let me just put the under bust measurement before I continue the lines. Now I'll connect the lines down to the full length of the top. I'll connect the allowance line. So this type of drafting is mainly for if you're making use of your corset mesh, this is the type of drafting that you can go ahead and draft. Okay, it's very very good while you use your corset mesh. You know, it's a transparent mesh, so if you want to put your ready-made bra up to it, just draft this pattern and you are going to be good to go with it. Okay, so now I have my cup of 38 inches here, and my bust is 36 inches. I always go beyond my bust measurement. The reason is that I wanted this cup to be a push-up cup, so I'm going to give it a dart. I'll stitch it at the center for it to come back to its push-up length. Okay, so I'll just stitch it on the center line like so, and the push-up effect is going to come, and after trimming it will come back to 36 inches. Now this is what I went ahead to do. I got the midpoint of this bra cup and mark, then place it at the under bust line, at the under bust line, and I am going to go ahead and begin to dot it out. You can see that the cup is seated perfectly on the under bust. Please don't push it down while drafting, while marking it out. Don't press it down and don't allow it to move from its position. Okay, don't allow it to move from its position. You can see the way I am doing this. I am just dotting the lines out. All right, now you can see where it's ended. So the line is half inch below the chest line. So I'm going to connect this side like so to the armhole part and connect the other center part like so. Then I'm going to blend the lines. the cycle, I will just connect it because I used a dotted point to uh, draw it out. Now I am using my uh, hand to just draft it out for us to see it clearly. So you can see that our cup now has a shape. So if you watch, the length of the neckline here is up to 8.5 inches. So if you want, you can go ahead and use your yoke to cover all, to cover the cleavage. If you don't want your cleavage to show, but if you want it to show, you can leave it like this and go ahead and make your corset. Next thing is to cut it out. Now you can do this is the yoke. Like I said before, you can use the yoke. So at this dart leg, you can slit it open at the center of the dart leg and close it. Like you can do it the dart manipulation way, or you can go ahead and do stitch it on your fabric. You can slit it open on this paper and close it back. That is the dart manipulation. Or if you don't want to do that, just go ahead and cut it and sew your darts on the fabric you are using to make it. So that will be all for the front. Okay, that is all for the front. Now while cutting on your fabric, when you place this paper, please make sure you add 0.5-inch allowance on this cup area. Add 0.5-inch allowance on this cup area, please. Like you see me placing it, I shifted the cup up, so that is how you're going to add 0.5 inches allowance around about this cup area. Now this is it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. You can go ahead and draw your boning channel. Now I want to use this paper. I don't have much paper. I want to use this to illustrate the, or like draft the back pattern, and I'll be using the front to just manipulate it. Like I'm just using the front, placing it on the paper like so, just to trace out the back, the darts and everything. So now the back is going to be a bit longer than the front with 1 inch, because this front is the neckline is a little bit down, which is 8.5 inches, and the back is going to be 1 inch longer than the front. So that is what I am tracing out. I'm just tracing out the measurement of the front because it's almost the same thing. No need to draft the basic body measurement for the back. So I'll just trace everything out and go ahead and cut it out, adding 1 inch for the upper part. So from this upper part, I'm going to go up with 1 inch. Now the paper I'm using for this bag is not on fold, but if I'm placing it on my fabric, I'm going to fold the fabric up and cut it out. I just mark my 1 inch there. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out the excess. So now if you don't want to cut out the this has a loop or a lesson at the back. Now if you want, you can remove 1 inch or 1.5 inches, whatever way, if you want your waist to snatch a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and remove 1 inch from the up to the down part and cut it out. Okay, so this is just how to sew a corset from the scratch. is just as easy as ABCD. There's nothing too hard for there. And I'm going to rule it out like so. Connect it from the down part up to the upper part. So this side that I just cut out 1 inch is going to be out. It's for the lesson. So this place I'm dotting right now will be for the eyelet. Okay. So I just came down with 1/2 inch and just blend my the neckline, connect it to the armhole area, and that is it, guys. That is just it. So I want to mark out the length of my dart at the back. If you like, you can connect your dart straight up to the chest line. It's just the back because it doesn't have any bust, but I am stopping my the bust point. So I'll just mark my nipple to nipple there. From there, I'll just measure from the hemming part up with 6.5 inches, just my bust area. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the 1 inch I deducted from the back. Remember, while I was drafting this back, I didn't add any zipper allowance, and I went ahead to remove extra 1 inch from the measurement, and that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. You can go ahead and put as many boning channel on this front corset as you want. You can divide the lines, okay, divide it like so. Put, when you open it up, you divide the boning channels and place your boning channels if you want to put your boning channel to it. Okay, this is how beautiful it's looking. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.